Coming up on GPL Xpress, the rise and rise of Victorian Adebayo. We go to Niger, where it all started for this exceptional talent. Also, Linda Anson gets in the driving seat at Liberty Professionals. And a mascot like no other, Dreams FC's mascot, Believer, shares in the dream. Hello and welcome to GPL Xpress here on TV3. This is domestic football's most loved show, and it is the week where we crisscross the Premier League action sports around the country to bring you an exciting all-round package. Right now, we are in Cape Coast, where it is the big midweek derby between Elmina Sharks and Ebusian Dwarfs. My name is Juliet Bewa, and you're welcome to GPL Xpress. We are the Chapel Square in Cape Coast, but we start off in the West African country of Niger, where in this exclusive report, the exploits of Victorian Adebayo in the Ghana Premier League hasn't come as a surprise to people, including his mother and the country's FA president. We also hear from the man who discovered what has now become a talked about talent. The Victorian Adebayo story transcends the Ghana Premier League. It stretches all the way to the tiny West African country of Niger. In a career trajectory that has seen him rise to critical acclaim, only to falter along the way, it is a beautiful tale of a talent with so much to his name, yet still in the process of refining himself for the bigger leagues. But more than anything else, his talent has taken care of the excesses. The man who discovered all of his talent is Sumaila Tiamogo, Adebayo's former coach at Eche Academy, who, despite having regrets the player could have been amongst the continent's best, still believes he has a shot to succeed.
Adebayo, Victoria Adebayo Aje, yaro ne da muka samu cikin school din na football a ta academy. A ta academy sai an yi test sannan a dauki yaro. Ya zo ya yi test wurin mu tun yana da shekara 11 zuwa shekara 12 haka muka dauke shi. Mu yana school yana balo, sannan Adebayo dai yaro ne da school nan tun yarantaka bai sa karfi ba. Balon hankali shi duka na harkan balo. Zan ce kuma Adebayo san da yake da shekara 17 na dauke shi ni a national team na dauke shi muka je tournoi Artel Jean Tala a Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. San Adebayo ne mai rubuta, shi ne farko mai rubuta, shi ya sabi wanda ya yi duka biyu. Kenan zan ce Adebayo yaro ne da balo ne ya sa a rai, amma yarantaka na dauka shi kwarai. Zan ce yanzu ina da labarin shi yana Ghana. Zan ce ko Allah zai mai da hankalin shi ya san abin da yake so kuma ya ci gaba da aikin.
Like the story goes for most footballers, Adebayo managed to get the seal of approval of his parents only after a while of convincing. It was not until his talent became obvious before he was given all clear. Today, his mother Rakia, who stays in constant touch with him, says his exploits in Ghana brings them joy.
Da harin baban shi ma yana jin haushi tunda kowa ya sani kace dan kai tai lokal in kana ta bisa hanyar sai ka ganshi ya azu kaya ya azu sak kun gashi na yana yi balo kasa yana yi kiyo in ya zo gida sai ai ta bugu kullum haka ne buban ma ya haito bai tai lokal ga yara cikin class shi ya zo ya iske yara suna yi balo sai ya azu sak ai ne haka nan da an ce mutane zai ce a bar shi kowa da hanyar shi da yana cin duniya amma mun bar shi to wallahi lokacin nan mun gan dai balon da ya kaso ya riga mun bar shi ya yi juye. Tunda in ya yi juye, amfanin mu duka ne. Al'umma gaba ɗaya kaf amfanin mu. Haka nan ne wallahi mun ji murna. Mun yi murna da yawa. To Hausa babu Hausa da yawa, amma na san dai mutane suna gane.
President of the Nigerian Football Federation, GPL Hamidu, says his outfit has been keeping an eye on Adebayo. While extolling his unique qualities, he asks that he exhibits maturity as the level he has gotten to calls for that.
Ina labari parce que président na club din shi abokin mu ne. Muna magana yaro ne mai vraiment mai qualité mai yawa na balo. Yana da takolan kafa yayi yashi. Mai bai girme ne hal yanzu. Yaron taka yake bi. Kullum yana cin quartier na yara, yana cin tournoi na yara. Alors que ya joueur ne kullum kan player ne na équipe nationale. Normalement ya kamata ya san da ya yi girma yanzu kuma ya kama girman shi. Burin da yanzu da ya fara tuka yi hankali vraiment ya kama wannan da kwarai. Parce que inda yake balon da ya yi din normalement Adebayo ya kamata ya zama professionnel ci Europe.
Forever a journeyman in full flight, Victorian Adebayo continues to brighten his corner even several miles away from home, one goal at a time.
There is Adebayo, not sit down into the box. He turns around a baby. There is Adebayo! Oh, goodness me! Magical from Adebayo! Oh, my word.
You're still watching GPL Xpress here on TV3. Now, King Faisal's campaign so far has been one-dimensional, often ending in results that are obvious. The situation has remained a worry to everybody around the team, including bankroller Alhaji Grusa, the technical team and the playing body. Life in top flight local football has been a struggle for Kumasi-based King Faisal. It's been hell after the other, with little to no sunshine in sight.
I'm happy with the current position, but I'm happy that the position God put us today. If God accepted me to come up, inshallah we are coming up. Now God give you a chance to come here. God should take it out from you. If God don't want you to come here, something will happen on the road, you won't come here. The position we are is a strange for King Faisal, but inshallah we are going to escape. I need partnership. But some of my children, they come, they deceive me. They bring the players, they take the players. They forget what I done to them. And this is the world. We need help. Even the government of Ghana need help. What about Alhaji Karim Gulza?
King Faisal's performance is a worry to the team's players who have come under considerable pressure to redeem their image. In their fold are two experienced players, Daniel Niaje and Michael Akufu, both former players of rivals Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They agree times are not normal and call for a desperate turnaround.
Most of them, this is their first time playing in the Premier Division, so I think that one too is a factor because most of them lack the confidence and then the stability at the back. That's what is bothering us, but I think it's not yet all lost. We are still working, and I know day in day out they are improving. We are all working together, we are all helping, and I know things will get better.
It's a little bit difficult for us, me especially because I've not been playing. My ITC is not yet in, so it's difficult for us. I feel bad about it because you see your guys playing and you are out there supporting them, and at the end of the day they will lose. It's difficult, but we're praying to the Most High God to change things for us.
Coach of the side who took over the reins of the club recently pins it down to an inexperienced young setup.
King Faisal situation is not good now because no good result. But very young player is now here. Not experienced play, a big problem for result.
Striker Ibrahim Osman says, despite what seems a glaring missed opportunity, they are willing to make amends.
Because the win is not coming. The morale in camp is too slow and slow. no winning bonus due to not winning matches. Yeah, so the morale in camp is too slow. We are worried because we score a lot of goals. Every single match we score goals, but yet we keep conceding. I have scored 6 goals. We have scored 13 goals, but still we are the last. We are so much worried because you concede a lot. We have conceded 22 goals. We have scored 13 goals. It's not easy. We are trying our best.
Messi.
Dreams FC, the establishment since it was founded, has sought to do things differently, building on a strong obsession for that which is standard practice. One being the introduction of an official mascot. The man behind the mask tells us what all this means.
Football mascots represent brands that resonate their identity. They play significant roles either during all-season competitions or at occasional major tournaments. Since the 1966 World Cup in England, each FIFA World Cup has had its own mascot, often communicating a message or theme. In the last few decades, mascots have grown to become an important part of the football story for reasons including merchandise. When Ghana hosted the 2008 Africa Cup of Nations, its official mascot, Agrohene, became a major symbol, dictating in part the colorful nature of the tournament that was remarkable in many ways. In Ghana, the culture of clubs having official mascots isn't popular, but the story is beginning to change thanks to Dreams FC. Known as Believer, the club's official mascot has remained a prominent feature since 2017 when it debuted. Among other things, Believer, a regular at match days, symbolizes the values and ideals the club whose motto says, "Still believe."
We wanted to do something new, marketing-wise. We wanted to set the tone. We wanted to, do things that ordinarily is not known in our part of the world. And I think it's worked very well for us in the last 2 seasons and a half.
On typical match days, Believer takes part in the active merchandising and fan engagement process, sharing and dishing out gifts and souvenirs to football fans in a manner that takes enough in-ground visibility for Dreams FC.
My job is to entertain the supporters and be sharing biscuits to the kids and dance to entertain them so that they will feel that they serve only football. They came to watch football entertaining too. They will take picture with me, with their mother, father. Oh, it's too great. It's too good for me.
Initiatives such as this adds to the overall growth of the league on many fronts. For Believer, the obsession with Dreams FC is a call to duty he simply cannot ignore.
I'll do it till I die. Because Dreams FC is concerned, I'll do it till I die.
It is a strong union built on the need to still believe.
God said you have to believe so that you receive it if you pray. So the name Believer do inspire me.
Interesting there, but you're still watching GPL Xpress here on TV3. Still to come after the break.
Today I'm telling you, we are the showstoppers. We've stopped the likes of Beckham, Chelsea, and now we've stopped Indiana.
You're welcome back to GPL Xpress here on TV3. After taking over the running of the club, Liberty Professional CEO Linda Anson is staying committed to an agenda that ties its umbilical cord to a long-standing legacy. We have been speaking with her to unpack all of this. Male CEO of a Premier League club here in Ghana. How has the journey been so far?
It's been amazing. I would say my male colleagues have been so supportive and so helpful. Every one of them has been very, very helpful, and I've had the opportunity to learn from my father, who is a veteran in sports, as I always say. He's a very good person. He teaches me a lot. Whenever I have issues, I always go back to him for help, and so it's been an amazing journey so far.
How amazing has it been? Maybe people are just seeing the smiles every day, but talk to us about the challenges of running a club like this.
It's been challenging. I think everyone who runs a Premier League club in Ghana knows how challenging it is in terms of finances, in terms of even the players. There's so many distractions and so many challenges that we face every day. But as I said, God has been good, and my colleagues have also been very supportive.
Are you in this for the long haul?
Definitely. This is amazing. I mean, the adrenaline rush, the excitement, I love this. This is what makes me thrive. So anyone who knows me knows that I like a challenge. And so this is something that I'm really excited about, and I'm going to be here for a very long time.
What different things do you want to do to achieve, or do you want to achieve with Liberty as a CEO?
I'm all for women empowerment. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm all for empowering women, supporting women, and so I've always wanted to be a role model when it comes to empowering women. So, you know, football has been known as a male-dominated industry. So being a CEO of a male Premier League club, I believe is a mark that I have set for all women or for all young girls to know that anyone can do it. It's not just for men, it's for women as well.
The bedrock of every club has to be finance, and you've made mention of that. Is Liberty okay, or you have been struggling to keep up?
I think every club has been struggling. Running a Premier League club is very cash intensive. The expenses are over the roof. But we've been able to pull in some of the companies, the organizations in Dansuman, and we're still in talks with a whole lot of other companies to come on board to make sure that Liberty does not struggle, as she said, and we can actually move higher in the Premier League table.
Liberty used to be one of those clubs that gave us great players in the past. Talk about Michael Essien, Asamoah Gyan, and many more. Are we likely to see that soon?
Definitely. I mean, if you watch this game, I'm sure you saw one or two players who are building to get to that position. And in our academy, we have a whole lot more. So as I rightly said, we are focusing on our academies so that we have more Michael Essiens, more Slim Montaris, and more Asamoah Gyans in the near future.
In this role, if there's one thing that you've learned, what would that be? One or two things, what would that be?
First of all, that football business is a real business, and that just focusing on the entertainment side of things would be a huge thing, because there's a whole lot of money that is in this industry that needs to be made. So if you focus on the business side of things, you can actually make a lot of money. And also, you know that football is a very emotional game. You know, when you're losing, you want to blame someone. When you're winning, you're excited. So one thing I've also learned is to manage my expectations and manage my emotions. I'm a very emotional and passionate person, so I put in everything, but I have also learned to manage it a little bit. I'm working with men, and so sometimes they also feel offended by so I have learned to manage those emotions as well.
And you feel Liberty professionals can get into the top four at the end of the season?
I think this scoreline should be enough evidence for you. I mean, Liberty, we are known as the showstoppers. If you don't know today, I'm telling you, we are the showstoppers. We've stopped the likes of Brekum, Chelsea, and now we've stopped Indiana. So definitely, I mean, I have so much faith in my coach, David Oklu, and the technical team. They've done amazing. They're working very hard every day, and you should expect such results and such performance from them. So the fans, please, Dansuman should be your venue. Please come and support us and help us take Liberty Professionals to the next level.
Linda, thank you very much for your time here on GPL Xpress.
Thank you for
wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
This season's Ghana Premier League continues to attract the needed attention and love, thanks in part to the unique photography storytelling we see on match days. From Kumasi to Accra, we have been following the exploits of these professionals in whose hands and eyes we have come to adore the Ghana Premier League.
The scenes of the Ghana Premier League is glamour through the lens of a photojournalist. The joy, disappointment, prayers does not escape the photographer along the touchline or the goal line. They make things look simple and swift. Ghanaians will have incredible memories after the season through these popular pictures that have brought life into the Ghana Premier League. Victorian Adebayo's goal celebration for Inter Allies is buried in the memory of football fanatics after it was captured by Mary Shem, a female photographer whose day job is to capture special moments.
I had an extra curriculum when I was in school and photography was part, so I just got interested in the photography. Since I've been a kid, I've followed the game so much, like I follow football a lot, so I decided to go into that.
Feeding football fanatics for 18 years with pictures, Dada Onishe is a popular name among the fans, footballers and the coaches.
Initially it was difficult. It was very, very, very difficult because I hadn't planned for something like this, but by and large, people are getting to know me. They are inviting me for programs. I just some small things. But initially, it was difficult. Even sometimes, money to travel to match venues was a problem.
From the appreciation of the fans of Matthew Kojo to Shot's unforgettable goal celebration, Frank Dankwa is a name that rings a bell among the football fraternity. Almost all his photos of the GPL this season has found a way to the front page of newspapers and trended very well on social media.
I capture images that leave the world to deduce meanings into it. I captured this before the game.
When the team,
before the game. But then when the team lost, I brought it out. And then everyone actually read meanings into it that it's because Hasselhoff lost, so the supporter is moody. So this is Mr. Abbey. Mr. Abbey was, so this is Mr. Abbey. This was when I captured him at the Accra Sports Stadium. Yes, so that was him. So this image personally remains my favorite image ever since I started taking photos. And this tells you how our supporters are passionate about the game. They are passionate in the sense that when their fans and when their team lose a game, they are unable to stand it.
So it's ended here at the Indum Sports Complex, where the home side Elmina Sharks have beaten Ebusia Dwarfs in the all-important local derby. It was Bernard Watson who took his personal goal tally to 7 goals by putting the home side ahead here, and that proved to be the winner here. It also means that Elmina Sharks, they've won 4 times this season.
That match in Iburin. It's another dress boy, I know boy in who. Yaji boys in it. Then when they'll come out of boys, Uburin, I may.
Papa, ain't one creation. 3 and 4. Then you are the pa. But you are sending catcher. Grass will pay you know. If you don't catch out that, so making a picture. Mom could have your goal. Shots, 1 second of that. Mom could have asked 70 view. Also, my party view. There's 6 person there. Who's the party view? That was it. How about 2 weeks now? Let me catch out. Don't support us today. What's the 2 points in your budget? You're paying for, but this is about it. What's to me at that? You show baby, I show one.
Sharks fans are in a jubilant mood, and understandably so. But thanks very much for watching us here on GPL Xpress. Join us same time next week from the Indum Sports Complex here in Elmina. Bye-bye.